Hey, what is up guys? Claak here, and today I'm going to bring you a balance guide for PvP talents, and I hope you guys enjoy it. For balanced druids, the talents are actually really weird. For example, for the first row, all 3 talents could be used in arena. It's just kind of what your preference is. For example, if you wanted to do instant cast, you would go into Where's Loon. If you wanted to do cast a little bit faster, you go Starlord. And if you wanted to have instant pressure going off of cooldowns, you go in Force of Nature. Again, it's just all of what you prefer. You know, if you feel like you're getting tunneled and you're not able to do those casts, you can either go in Force of Nature or Where's Loon again. But it's all preference and what you feel like you can do best with. For the next row of talents, it's sort of the same thing. There's Displacer Beast and Renewal, which is going to be your 2 you can go between. You could go Wild Charge, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you feel like you can't get away and that's why you're dying, go Displacer Beast. If you feel like mobility isn't the problem, I would go Renewal. Alright, for the next row, again, there's 2 options. It's going to be between Guardian Affinity and Restoration Affinity. I myself prefer Restoration Affinity. I feel like it just helps out with the heals a little bit more than Guardian Affinity would do with damage reduction. Alright, with the next row, it's actually could be all 3, just depending on what comp you run and what map you're on. For instance, if I run with like a rogue or someone who has a lot of stuns, I'm not going to go to Mighty Bash. I'm most likely going to go to Mass Entanglement. And that goes vice versa. If I feel like I'm lacking stuns, I'm going to go Mighty Bash. And then there's Typhoon, but I wouldn't really recommend this. This is actually very particular. It has to be on a good map for you so that you're able to knock off melee DPS preferably. It could be ranged, but it affects melee a little bit more. For the next row, it's going to be pretty clear cut. Soul of the Forest is going to be the best. It increases your lunar and solar powers by 20% flat out, which is pretty big. And then it also reduces the astral power cost of a Starfall by 20. And Starfall is going to be one of your main abilities in arenas. You can't pass this up. For the next row of talents, it's pretty clear cut what is going to be best. Shooting Stars here is your best option by far. This talent is very nice because it helps your damage and also generates astral power as well. And the other 2 talents do not do that. The other 2 talents actually just generate astral power. So basically, this talent is like knocking 2 birds out with 1 stone. You get a little bit extra damage boost, and you also generate astral power, which is one of your main things. For the next row, it's pretty clear what to get. Stellar Drift is going to be by far the best one here. And again, since Starfall is one of your biggest damage dealers, it's really nice because this talent right here increases the radius of it by 30% and the damage of it by 60%. And on top of that, you're able to cast while running. Alright, that's it for the normal talents. Now let's go ahead and head to the honor talents. For the next row, it's going to be between Gladiator's Medallion and Adaptation, and pretty much it's just what you prefer. If you feel like you're going to be in CC a lot of times, you're going to go Adaptation. If you feel like you're going to need to trinket specific things, you're going to go Gladiator's Medallion. For the next row, it's pretty easy what to choose here. I don't even think I need to tell you guys. Mind of Quickness is going to be the best bet here. For the next row of talents, it's going to be between Iron Feather Armor and Celestial Guardian. So basically, if you face double melee, go into Iron Feather Armor. If you face double caster, go into Celestial Guardian. Now, if you face a mix like melee and a caster on a team, I still go into Celestial Guardian. I think having that 20% additional heals is very nice. For the next row, again, the best talent here is going to be Celestial Downpour. Starfall is one of your biggest abilities, so having anything that increases that by a major portion like this talent does, it's very nice. And again, for the next row, it's going to be between 2, Prickling Thorns and Moonkin Ura. Most of the time, you're going to go Moonkin Ura, especially because you're going to be playing with a healer, and having that additional 15% crit is nice. For the last row of talents, it's going to be between 3, actually. For the most of the time, you're going to be going Cyclone and Deep Roots on a rare occasion that you feel like roots are really important to your team comp, and you know them sitting that is very important, and you can't have them getting out just by pure damage. So this is very nice for that. And the last talent is Fairy Swarm, and it is very nice as well. You put it on a target, it disarms them for 8 seconds, and it reduces their movement speed by 30%. And it's also on a 30-second cooldown, so it's very short. Basically, you can have someone disarmed and slowed for a third of the game time. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope this guide has helped. If it has, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. The continued support is absolutely amazing. But I'd just like to say I did notice a drop of subscribers when I swapped the balance. But it's all good. So the people that did stay, thank you. That's all I can say. You guys are the best. I'll keep trying my best to keep pumping out those videos for you guys. I love you. Love you. Now get out there and pwn some nubs.